Okay, here's one of the more difficult problems. I'm going to read it. M minus 2 minus 5 equals 8 minus 2 times M minus 4. First thing I'm going to do is change the subtractions to adding the opposite. So that becomes M plus, now it's a negative 2, and then we got a plus negative 5 equals 8 plus, that 2 is going to become a negative 2, and then the inside the parentheses is going to be M plus negative 4. So all the subtractions became adding the opposites. Okay, now we're on step 1, which is the single star step. Simplify both sides. So I'm going to take the negative 2 and the negative 5, add them together, negative 7. Take the negative 2 on the right side, distribute it, negative 2m, and negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. Notice I'm working with each side separately. I still can take on the right side and add the 8 and the 8, and that would give me 16. So now all I've done is the first star step, and that's simplify. Second step with 2 stars, get all the variables on one side. We have m on the left, we have negative 2m on the right. By adding 2m to both sides, not moving anything, adding 2m to both sides, I can get rid of the negative 2m on the right. So I add 2m to both sides. So I get 3m minus plus negative 7 equals plain 16. 3m plus negative 7 equals 16 on the right. Notice I'm adding the same number to both sides. It's like a balance. It's like a teeter-totter. All right, step 3 with the 3 stars. Get the variable part by itself. To get the 3m by itself, I'm going to have to add 7 to both sides. That'll get rid of the negative 7 on the left. Adding 7 to both sides will give me 3m by itself and 23 on the right. 3m on the left, 23 on the right. Now I have 3 times m. In the fourth step it says make the coefficient of the x into a 1. So in this case it's an m, not an x. So to get that 3 to be a 1, it's now 3 times m. I'm going to divide by 3. So I have to divide both sides by 3. That will give me m on the left and 23 divided by 3. You could also think of that as multiplying by 1/3. And now we got m by itself on the left, right side 23 divided by 3, and then there's 2 other options. You could write that 7 2/3 or 7.6 repeating.